Group of Lagos natives, the Renaissance Patriots Foundation, on Tuesday faulted the remarks made by the Minister of Youth Development, Mr. Ayodele Olawande, claiming that Seyi Tinubu is fit to lead Lagos State in 2027. In a statement by his media group, the group described the statement by the minister as careless, adding that it is not a representation of the people of Lagos State. The statement reads, "Our attention has been drawn once again to the media interview granted recently by the Minister for Youth, claiming that Seyi Tinubu is fit to lead Lagos State. We condemn the careless statement made by the Minister for Youth, and we regard it as his own and not the representation of the people of Lagos State across the 5 divisions of Lagos State: Ebe, Lagos, Badagry, Ikeja, and Ikorodu divisions of Lagos State. We know as a fact that Mr. Seyi Tinubu, as much-mouthed, is not from any of the divisions in Lagos State. Mr. Seyi can't lay claim to either Ebe, Badagry, Lagos Division, Ikeja, or Ikorodu Division of Lagos State. To state it clearly, Mr. Seyi Tinubu is not from Lagos State. We have said it timelessly that any state in Nigeria who is proud of Seyi Tinubu and any of his benevolent attributes can make requests of him to govern them. But as youths in Lagos State who have the capacity to govern ourselves, we say no to Mr. Seyi Tinubu, and the simple meaning of that is that we can govern ourselves and not in any need of any outsider to lead us. We know that some elders have sold us out to the government of the day. They are equally ready to sell us more. While we know that they are free to seek bread and butter for themselves, we say no to further attempts to sell Lagos State to Mr. Seyi Tinubu. We want to use this opportunity to remind Mr. Seyi Tinubu not to fall for the deceit of those pushing him to contest. We also wish to remind him that Lagos is not like before, when our fathers sold the state to the government of the day. This time around, as vibrant youths of the state, we will resist any attempt to force Mr. Seyi Tinubu on us as governor of our dear state. The Lagos State throne is not for the picking anymore. If Seyi qualifies to run for the Guba race, so be it. But he should try from Osun State or Oyo State, where his mother hailed from." What do you make of this story?
For me, I think I'll look at this one from the critical and rational point of view.
Go ahead.
This is coming rather too late. Why I say it's coming rather too late is that they are just waking up now.
2027 is still...
Why I say it's coming rather too late, they are just waking up. Then the next question we should ask, who are these patriots? Who are they? Do they have the political clout? Or are they a group of people who are self-seeking? Or are they feeding bottle politicians? You know, we have the feeding bottle.
Are they also being sponsored by someone who also is angling for the seat of governorship?
They are also being sponsored. Then the next question again is, do they have what it takes to stop Seyi Tinubu? That's another question. If they don't have it, they should go home and sleep. Then thirdly, I think it's too early to start even talking of 2027. This is 2024.
2027 is haven't you seen meetings and counter meetings, talks of mergers, talks of alliances? Haven't you seen politicians meeting, closed door meetings, whispers of these meetings? Haven't you seen? 2027, we entered the election year a year earlier.
Now, these are things that overheat the system. When you start early like this, you overheat the system, one. Secondly, you discover that some people will even exhaust themselves even before the main period of electioneering campaigns and all that. So the most important thing now is just for consultation, internal consultation.
In line with 2027.
In line, but
so
not...
you can say it has started already.
But not making very open pronouncements that will overheat the polity. We should be talking about governance. But for Lagos State, it's a state where the governor is rounding up in 2027. So it's expected where these kind of things will come up, but people will be angry. But another question, do they have what it takes to stop Seyi Tinubu if he so desires to throw his hat into the ring for the contest for 2027? These are the questions we ask. Rather, what they should be doing at this point is not to be making very vague political statements. What they should do is to go home and start doing their underground work. Let their work speak for them and not their talk. Because the way I see these patriots, there are people who are looking for things to line their pockets. See, their statements are quite vague, ambiguous. Why I say it's quite vague, his father was governor of Lagos State.
Actually get into that.
The mother, senator till she became first lady. And the father is still controlling Lagos State till tomorrow. So if the father has his foot soldiers who
why
are
you saying he's not from Lagos State?
then why are you saying he's not from Lagos State? So for me, what they are doing is just seeking attention seekers.
You call them attention
seekers.
Yes. Now, when they also now let's look at it critically. The last election, you know, Lagos State was really heated up. Also looking at the controversy that surrounded the Labour Party, the 2023 Labour Party Guba candidate, Badebo Vivo Roots, and even the fact that the wife was an Igbo woman was a problem. Every single thing was a problem, you know, and I think at some point they were saying that he couldn't speak Yoruba language. But the one of language aside, they brought in the fact that the wife, who is not contesting, is an Igbo woman. And you also recall what even happened, you know, reports that, you know, came out of Lagos State with respect to the Igbos being intimidated not to vote and all of that. Now, when you look at it on one hand, Seyi Tinubu on one hand is of the Yoruba extraction. And his father, like you just rightly mentioned, was once a governor of Lagos State. The mother, senator, representing Lagos State. Now, coming out to suddenly say he is not from Lagos State. One would say, is that even an educated statement to make in the first instance?
What they are whipping up now is just pure sentiment.
Pure sentiment. But is that not also political? They have interest, don't they?
They have interest, but they are just...
One would now say the youth minister that gave that interview and, you know, sang a lot of praises of Seyi Tinubu and also said Seyi Tinubu is well able to run Lagos State. Where was that coming from?
That statement too.
Isn't that also an interested party?
That statement for me by the Honorable Minister shouldn't come from...
Commissioner for Youth, I think so.
Minister
for Youth.
Minister for Youth.
Yes.
Yes, for that statement to come from someone who occupies such exalted office in Nigeria is uncalled for. Why I say he shouldn't dabble himself into that.
He shouldn't dabble himself into that.
He shouldn't get himself involved into responding on behalf of Seyi Tinubu. If Seyi Tinubu has his own media team, his own youth wing, they should respond on his behalf, not a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Seyi Tinubu is a youth.
Is a youth.
And probably now they are looking at more youths taking over governance.
But it shouldn't come from the minister.
And if that question is thrown at him, that's his opinion. He has the right to say, okay, I think this person can do well as a governor. But the question now is, which also brings me to another point. The father is currently the president of Nigeria. And he, of course, this is not actually the first time, you know, a call is being made to Seyi Tinubu. You know, for a governorship call is being made to Seyi Tinubu. Now, I'm trying to look at how that will, you know, considering also how Lagosians feel right now, considering also what Nigeria at large feels about the APC right now. So now, Seyi Tinubu being the governor while his father is the president, a controversial one at this point in time. How do you even see Seyi Tinubu succeeding at this point?
If I were Seyi Tinubu, to be fair, in all honesty, I will shelve my governorship ambition for 2027 if my father is going for re-election in 2027. You don't fight battles from all fronts. You choose your battle wisely.
Right. You choose your battles wisely.
And you choose the sector with which you fight from.
Do you think his father being the president will affect his emergence as the governor of Lagos State?
Of course, it will. Nigeria will.
Considering that they call the president Jagaban of Lagos.
For me,
the level of influence he wields in the state.
That's one gamble that would be too risky. for the Tinubu family and for the Tinubu dynasty. The father going for presidential re-election in 2027, while his son is aiming to become the governor of Lagos State. There might be some kind of protest. I know protest votes.
Opposition will use it.
Yes.
Okay, protest votes.
Votes, when
like
I mean
people of Lagos State
yes.
protesting, or Nigerians at large protesting through their votes.
Yeah, through their votes. Either way or the other, there might be that protest vote.
Okay.
Last minute, you don't rule it out in politics. People might just come up, say no, it's either this or that. You can't have both.
And it might either affect...
It might affect either of them.
Interesting.